Man, it feels good to be right.
Whoa!
So the first thing that I'm bringing to y'all's attention, and trust me, I am so tired of talking about this girl, is the new Snow White thing. There has been more news because Disney has put something else out for the Disney Snow White remake with Snow Brown and the 7 CGI abominations. Let's go straight into it. We will watch the thing. I don't care if it like demonetizes this video. We're gonna watch it together, and I might actually try to comment over it this time. But before we get to that, Disney is shifting the Snow White marketing strategy to include clips from the original 1937 animated movie. You know, the one that she absolutely can't stand, that she thought was misogynist in every single way, the one that she couldn't identify with, even though she cosplayed, she dressed up like the character whenever she was young. Maybe she forgot. Maybe too many knocks to the head. Maybe too many rails of coke off the back. I'm not even going to go that far. But fans aren't buying it. I have to. What do I normally say? Something that I can't say like this early in the video. Boo hoo, you whiny little. See you next Tuesday. Disney has released a new 30-second TV spot for its live action Snow White, marking 1 month remaining before its release. We still got 3 days before it's exactly 1 month, but instead of highlighting the upcoming film, this short clip is leaning heavily on the classic because we have to jingle those bells out there. Yeah, we've got a little tickle the balls. We have to remind people what this is actually supposed to be about, not Rachel Zegler's absolute manic meltdowns. We talked about the marketing strategy in the last video that we did, but now we're seeing it come to light. We're seeing it come to fruition. Yes, we were right. Now, a significant portion of this footage is pulled directly from the original, signaling a new marketing strategy. And that is why I am saying that basically I don't expect this to get monetized because it is directly from the original. So we will get struck everywhere. But we're still going to watch it because we want to laugh at this girl. This attempt, though, however, to recapture the magic seems to be falling flat as viewers recognize the stark contrast between the classic and what the new adaptation appears to be. So let's just go ahead and do it. Let me make sure I'm at the beginning. Wow. Don't you just love it? These shot for shot parts of it. Of course, we have to keep that part in there. But we also know the context behind what they're actually going to do. This is why trailers are so deceptive so many of the times, and why I absolutely hate most trailers nowadays. Well, actually, within the last 15 years, why I hate them so much is because they are extremely deceptive or they show absolutely everything. This shows absolutely nothing other than the very few times that they tried to replicate the original. So let's just go on to into this. The irony of Disney's nostalgia-driven marketing push isn't lost on fans because Zegler herself initially got to the forefront for criticizing, and we have said this already, the 1937 film. She is absolutely horrendous. She will not work for another 5 to 10 years, if ever again. At least not for someone who's paying her money through some cryptocurrency that probably doesn't mean anything. If I'm just trying to keep it as PG as possible right here. It's not 1937 anymore, and very evidently so. Now she didn't say it like that, but that's basically, the way that people kind of think that everyone who has a southern drawl is automatically a retard. Well, whenever people say stuff like this, it's not this year anymore. Okay, that basically means you're a retard and don't really pay attention to the trends. You don't actually pay attention to people who are just walking by you on the street. You don't know anything. You're just relegating it all to a time period. You don't know the people in that time period that were vehemently against it. This is a diatribe for another time. So there's another noticeable trend in the recent marketing is the shift in focus away from Zegler and on to Gal Gadot. Like I said, where's that shower scene? Girl, show it to me. In this new spot, Godot has commanded the screen, overshadowing Zegler's Snow White. Of course she does. Of course she does. She's going to overshadow her in the entire movie because she's hot. Rachel Zegler is passable, but not with that hairstyle and not with everything that comes out of her mouth. And I'm not going to go further into that because I will get myself in real trouble if I say what I actually think. It seems that Disney is banking on Godot's star power to draw in audiences. No, because nobody cares about that. She backed her up on the red carpet. They're both in this together. Remember, Imagine? They are both in this together. It's just Gal Gadot has a lot more, let's say, feminine attraction on her side. But negative, negative, negative. That is not what they are doing. What they're doing, they're trying to bring those member berries out from the original Snow White. You know, the thing that put Disney on the map, the thing that saved them from bankruptcy, the thing that made them the imagination station that they used to be before it all got taken down methodically and overpowered. Oh, taking a breath after that one. However, the studio won't be able to hide Zegler for long. Soon, the press tour will begin, and she will have to be at all of it. I wonder if they're going to have a shot collar around her. I think she would actually wear that jewelry pretty well. Now, the comment section of the Disney Post was filled with negative comments, obviously, because nobody's buying this crap anymore. Nobody cares whatsoever. In fact, it's more fun to make fun of it than it is to actually think that Disney is ever going to be, faithful to an adaptation of something that they already put out. How hard is it to have an adaptation of something that you co authored, co distributed, co signed? I guess it's a different time. I guess it's not 1937 anymore. Am I right, bitches? So let's just go through a few of these, the ones that are, G rated. I'd rather experience a colonoscopy without anesthesia than watch Tan Brat and the Seven Monstrosities. Thanks. Do you normally have to have anesthesia for a colonoscopy? I never had one before. I'm not old enough, but I don't know. I'll take his word for it. He's got a blue check mark. Cody, I probably shouldn't say his name. Spare me. It's always fun to check a Disney post just to see all the random replies that Disney decides to hide. Yes, that's actually super fun. And that's like one of the great things about Twitter. Hard pass. So, yes, these are the G rated ones. There are tons more that are just trolling. People actually get angry. And why wouldn't you get angry? I know one of our very own, and I'm not even going to name the person's name. I'm not even going to give you their gender or their pronouns that God gave us all in the first place. But that person is extremely disappointed in everything that's going on with this because that is their favorite Disney film. And there's really not that much more to it, at least at this point, because this is just a 30-second TV spot that they put out. It's more marketing, it's more advertising, it's more just trying to throw the wool over your eyes and just like, okay, forget about that girl, forget about that bitch. Yeah, well, what I told you in the last video, she's not getting cut out of the movie. She's getting cut out of advertising because Disney is so fucking retarded that they think that if they just silence her in a corner for a little bit, everyone's going to forget about everything she said, everything she's done, and what is coming up. This movie is going to be a complete bomb. It's going to be a complete flop. No one's going to see it. You have my word on it. I can't say no one's going to have to see it, but you know what I mean whenever I say that kind of crap. No one is going to see it. Complete failure. Let's just roast her in the chat. I don't care what you have to say. Well, I care. Okay, that's wrong. I don't care about talking about this issue. What I do care about is just lighting the comment section up with a whole bunch of jokes. This is Multi from the GCA. We love you guys. Appreciate you so much. Everybody, every single person matters to us. Y'all take care and have a great day. Weird, weird.